Hey guys, Retro Gaming Guy here. So today in this video, we're going to unbox, demo, and review this product that I found on Amazon for $49.99. Now, this is the wireless TV stick Family Pocket game console. This is an HDMI console that is powered by a USB-A connection that you plug directly into your TV or monitor. Now, there are typically USB-A connections on the backside of monitors and TVs these days. If you don't have one, you're going to have to find a power supply to actually, power this thing, because it's not going to provide power to itself here. It's not battery powered. You have to have that power supply connection via USB-A. Now, we also have two arcade style controllers here. The one thing that I'm noticing right off the bat, and hopefully this is actually just like a mirror image on the packaging here, but we have the joystick on the right and we have two arcade buttons on the left, which is backwards from any arcade control deck that I've ever used. But it does seem to be pretty interesting here. Hopefully it's good quality, but for $49.99, this advertises 20 retro games, plug and play, ready to go. 20 games, not that attractive to be perfectly honest, but you know what? Less is more sometimes. We're going to find out if that's the case here. We're going to check out the quality. We'll tour through exactly what is offered on here. So let's first unbox this. We'll take a look at everything and then we'll set it up and get started. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start opening this up. All right, so right off the top here, we seem to have a back panel right here. Here we have both controllers. All right, so that's everything inside the box. Let's see, this must be our console right here. All right, so here is our stick right here. HDMI port that's going to connect directly over to a TV or monitor. And you can see up close, it's just simply like a little portable HDMI dongle here. So we do have the cap to keep the connection nice and safe. Here are two back panels, and I assume these go to over here the controllers. And there we go. All right, so this is going to run off of three AAA batteries. You'll simply insert those in, cover this up, and it does look like we're in need of some screws. All right, there we go. Sweet, we've got screws in the bottom of the bag right here. So, and we get this sweet little screwdriver right here. So, all right, let's take a look before I start connecting everything. This feels terribly inexpensive. I mean, this feels like beyond cheap. I mean, look at the action on this. There's virtually no action. I don't know what we're going to be able to do here. And oddly enough, this is, I suppose, for left-handed players. I mean, pretty much every arcade that I've ever been to, any control deck, you have the joystick on. I mean, it's basically the exact opposite, right? You have your joystick on the left, your button configuration on the right-hand side. I think everybody is used to playing this way. Obviously, left hand is going to move the joystick, right hand is going to hit the buttons, but on this setup here, it's exactly the opposite. So regardless of left hand or right hand, I mean, everybody's used to playing the same way. So this is going to feel very awkward. And player 2 over here is exactly the same deal. Yeah, I mean, take a look at this, guys. Very, very, very backwards. I don't know anybody that's used to this, and I'm sure somebody can tell me if there is a arcade setup that uses this backwards sort of setup, but I'm not familiar with it. So, and oddly enough, this is super scratched up on here. I don't know if we can even see that here in frame, but the difference between this one, which looks brand new, and this one, which looks like somebody already used it, is quite different. So let me grab some AA batteries, and I'll at least set up one of these controllers today. We'll go with the newer looking one. It looks like it hasn't been beaten up. And we'll plug this into my monitor, which I actually have right beside me here, and we'll give this a go. We'll see what this has to offer here. We'll tour through it. And of course, we'll attempt to play with this. I mean, I don't know what to expect here. All right, guys, I've got this guy ready to go here. I just put batteries in here. However, I went to go plug this into the backside of my monitor here, and I realized that we need a power supply cable to actually provide power to this, which is typical for these, HDMI sort of game consoles. Here's the real dilemma, though. There was no cable included in the box. And you guys saw me unbox everything on camera today. There's no cable here. So Luckily, I happen to have this massive storage container of all these miscellaneous cables, and I do believe that I was able to locate one that would work. And you can see this is a dusty mess, but it does seem to be a perfect fit here. Well, I wouldn't say it's a perfect fit, but we're going to try this. Hopefully we can salvage this video. But this is a major knock against them because they didn't provide a necessary cable to actually use this. So this would be going back and could very well still be going back to Amazon if I'm not able to get this up and running. So moment of truth here. We're going to give this a go. All right, guys, you can see that we've got this up and running currently with the cable that I found in my bin of miscellaneous cables. So we seem to be okay so far. Now, we are able to maneuver this and navigate with the joystick, which is always a good sign. So let's see what we've got in here. This said that there's a bunch of classic arcade games in here. They said there's only 20 total games, but, you know, for the price point, I wasn't going to start, you know, getting too worked up about anything. However, I'm not seeing any arcade games here currently, so we're going to navigate this a little bit here. We're only on page 1, but we've got everybody fishing, we've got tennis, we've got fencing, we've got mix and match, basketball over here, throwing javelin, jack or eggs. We've got no classic arcade games here at all. And we're going to move over to the next page. Yeah, we've got no classic arcade games anywhere in here. And oddly enough, it says Bubble Bobble on both of these joystick controllers, and we don't have that game in here either. So totally misleading. But yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 8 over here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, 20 games, and there's no arcade in here whatsoever. This is insane. Let's try this tennis game out. I don't even know where to begin with this, but we'll give it a go. All right, so the A button is not apparently how you select. It says that at the bottom. A is to, okay, so you gotta hit the start button in order to launch games. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Terrible. Try that again. So you don't actually control the player in this game. The player just runs on their own. All right, so I'm just going to hit the A button, apparently. Try to get my timing right. Wow. All right, about to lose this game. Interesting. All right, that's terrible. Let's get out of this game here. Well, I guess we'll let him serve to us. Let's see. The timing's so off with this. This is terrible. And you can't control anything with the joystick. Nothing at all. Okay. All right. So for everybody that knows me, they know that I love virtual tennis. I love tennis games. Tennis video games, I should say, but that ain't one of them. There was like a fishing game somewhere in here. Oh, everybody fishing. Let's try that.
Ready? Go!
So what are we doing here? We shooting fish? We're shooting spider webs at fish. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this, but What a stupid fucking game that is. All right. Mixing canoe slalom. Let's give that a go. That sounds like a blast. Canoe slalom. All right. One player. Okay. Gotta love it. So I'm going to show you guys this, how stupid this is. So when you go to the right, it goes to the left. So you have to do it opposite. So I love when it's opposite day over here with games. Yeah, that's a blast, huh? All right. Since this is going so well, we'll do one more game. Try Submarine War. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, I don't know what the that was. And you know what? I've been saying that a lot lately here on the channel because I've been testing out these products on Amazon, and this one is the shittiest of all. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to tell you guys, this is the first thing that was misleading about this. I noticed this from the listing, and it says Bubble Bobble right here on the control deck of this little crappy control deck here. So I was like, you know what? It says that there's 20 retro games in here, 20 games for 50 bucks. By today's standard, is pretty damn overpriced. But hey, it's got at least Bubble Bobble in there, so it's got to have some other retro games. I saw a review here that said it had Contra, so I was like, you know what? If we get 20 cool games on here, sometimes less is more, right? Tried to take that approach for them today, tried to understand where they were coming from, and this did not have Contra on here. This did not have Bubble Bobble on here, other than it plastering the logo, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 times across the top, 3 times on that side, 3 times on that side. All right, so we've got logos for Bubble Bobble and not one Bubble Bobble game in here. I just don't get it. $49.99 they want for this. This is the cheapest joystick I've ever seen in my life. You can move kind of 4 ways on here. It feels like you can make a sweet left turn, almost no right turn at all. You can kind of go up and down a little bit. The buttons here are really laggy. I mean, you saw me trying to play tennis here. I didn't have the control deck here in frame for that, but anybody that knows me from this channel knows that I love tennis games. Virtua Tennis, one of my favorite games of all time, in fact. Loved it on the arcade. I'm pretty damn good at the game. I could barely even hit the ball with this. So it's a laggy mess. The only game that was somewhat playable was the submarine game, and we've seen variations of that game for the last several decades. It's cool. It's basic. You know, it'll have your attention for 5 minutes if you're, passing this down to your kids to play. It might have their attention for 2 minutes. I don't know. But $49.99 for this piece of crap. And I haven't even touched on the fact that it didn't even provide me with the power supply cable necessary to actually play the damn thing. That's insane. Now, mind you, it doesn't give you a list of contents anywhere in the box, on the box, nothing of the sort. It does tell you how you have to put everything together, but maybe they don't supply you with the power supply cable. I can't imagine a world where that's the case, but I mean, they said that there's 20 retro games on here. We don't have not one retro game on here. I saw reviews that said it had Contra. In fact, that's the top review. Yes, it has Contra, is the first review on this Amazon listing. Well, no, it does not have Contra. No, it does not have Bubble Bobble. No, it does not have anything on here that is remotely retro. It's got just generic crap on here. This is the worst game product that I've ever reviewed here on Amazon. And if you've watched the channel, especially in the last couple of weeks, I've reviewed some other pretty serious stinkers on here as well. But this one, man, it's misleading to say the least. So luckily I had that massive container that I've been hoarding of all miscellaneous cables, and I was able to actually locate the necessary cable to power this, get it up and running, but that wasn't a home run. This is just straight up garbage. It's not worth playing. It doesn't have anything good on here. For 50 bucks, you can buy a million other products that'll get you way more fun than this offers. So I wouldn't even say get this for your kids. This is going to get the big old stinky do not buy stamp right here, because this needs to be avoided at all costs. And Amazon needs to stop putting stuff like this on their website. They're starting to make their website look like a really crappy version of AliExpress. And I've not been a big AliExpress fan for, the majority of the last few years here, but I have noticed that they do have better products popping up all over the place these days. And meanwhile, Amazon has some really crappy products popping up all over the place, for gaming at least. So got to get rid of this. Amazon, don't sell this to people. Don't mislead people. It doesn't have Contra, it doesn't have Bubble Bobble, it doesn't have anything retro. Steer clear of this. Don't buy it. Don't even look at it on Amazon. So I'm not even going to give you guys the link, honestly. You know what? I will give you the link because you got to see some of the reviews on here, because oddly enough, this has, and this also contributed to me purchasing it, because this has 4 out of 5 stars, but I'm noticing that the majority of these are Vine customer review of free products. So that means that people are getting this for free, and they're basically just getting a free product here, and they're just leaving a positive review. They snap a few pictures, they probably copy and paste a generic sort of review that the company wants them to because they got a free product. But the majority of these are, almost all in fact, are free product in exchange for reviews. So I don't know, starting to get shady on Amazon. I wish they would crack down on some of this stuff. I just don't know. I think Amazon's got to really start looking at what they're offering on their website and try to just weed out some of this garbage. And this one, if this was priced at 10 bucks, I would say, all right, 10 bucks, I got what I paid for. But $49.99 for this crap right here, it's insanity. So let me know what you guys think of this mess on Amazon right here. Click the link if you want to have a good laugh, but that's about it. That's going to do it for today. You guys know the deal. Thumbs up on the video if you appreciate me at least giving you a heads up on what not to buy and what to steer clear of on Amazon. That's going to do it for today, though. Give me a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop for all future videos. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'll see you on the next video.